So got up at like 4 in the morning, got there at like 5. Started doing the hip surgery at like 7. Took 3.5 hours. They stitched the labral tear and shaved down the bone where the calluses were. Arthroscopic. And I had a few. The hip kind of feels good. I feel like that was a success, but my whole left leg went numb from the knee down. I maybe have 40% of the feeling back, so that made it really hard to try to walk on. You couldn't take a step on the one that you couldn't feel. Yet my good hip felt great. I mean, my good leg felt great, so I kind of put more weight on that maybe than I should have, but they acted like, you should be putting through as much movement as possible, but I don't think I'm going to do that till tomorrow. The other thing is I got a broke toe, and one of the nurses was feeling both of my feet, and she like popped my broke toe, and that was excruciating. But pretty much the worst thing was not being able to go to the bathroom until 4. Both the nurse and my wife were there like for 2 hours trying to make me go from hand in the water to whatever. So, I mean, I really didn't know if my hip was hurting today because it felt like, my good leg was in frostbite, and I had to go to the bathroom, so my bladder was just in so much pain. So those two things trumped anything that was going on with my hip. So I wish I could tell you. It seems like the pain pills are nothing. It seems like the ice is working the best. I'm taking a few blood thinners. I had 2 Ensures and some chicken fingers and fries because like all I was craving was like bad food. So I got there, and they were gonna do an epidural on me, but the doctor came in, the surgeon came in and said we don't do an epidural, so they just local sedation. Throat isn't bad at all. Woke up with some congestion. I was worried about that, but all that seemed to be fine. So we'll see. Hopefully I'm a new person tomorrow. They seem to be really optimistic. For those of you that had questions like I did about whether the tear should be debrided or if it should be sewn, the ortho said, Dr. Juranic said that we always want to save as much as we can. So if it's not really bad, we want to sew it up. So he sewed it up, and I think that's a wise move because that was really one of my questions going into this. He seemed to know that beforehand. So for those of you that I've saw on the message boards, they're going to get in there and then they're going to find out if they're going to debride it or they're going to sew it up. I don't think that's true. I think a good doctor can kind of see how deep the tear is. Forgot to show you some pictures, so I don't know if you can see that, but probably not. But here's my broken toe, and of course these are the bandage, and kind of got a lot of oozing going on right now, and we're trying to soak it up, so that's kind of weird. I read somewhere that's frequent, but hopefully it will stop tomorrow. So otherwise I'm gonna have to call somebody. But anyway, day 1, I don't know. Who knows? I'm alive. Take care.